Hello everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on in and we will get started here. So it's been a minute since I've been live. I've been pretty sick and I'm finally getting better. We're going to hope I can get through this live tonight without coughing or needing to blow my nose or any of the things. I have a cough drop in my mouth, so if you hear me crunching, that's what's going on. Trying to be preemptive with any of that. All right, so let's see. When you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hello, Anita. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to show you what I was supposed to do last Wednesday night, but I was sick and so I wasn't able to. Hello, Miss Tracy. Hello, my friend. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to hope I can get through this without coughing or needing to step away and blow my nose or anything like that. And then I just had a nosebleed right before I came on. So it's been all the things, you know. Hello, Mom. Hello, Sue Watts. Hello. Okay, so this is, if you were thinking about joining the subscription group, I designed this box to give you a feel of what our subscription box is. Okay, and it's the same price as our subscription box. So when you get it, you're going to get this little white box. It's going to come with all the things. This one's been kind of opened a few times, so it's a little messy. But you're going to get printed instructions on how to put everything in the kit together. All of the wood pieces are going to be shrink wrapped together, so you don't have to worry about anything getting damaged, because we've had some post office fails where they have let them sit out in the rain and all the things. You're going to get a palette, a paper plate for your palette. In this kit, you're going to get wood glue and super glue, because this kit, there's only a little bit of our sticky back on it because of the way it's designed. So we need the other glues. You're always going to get whatever paints you need. You get 2 full-size paints, paint brushes, sponges, all the things to make the bows. Everything is packaged so it can't be damaged. And we are going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to show you how this cute little sled, this is the sled we're making right back here, how it goes together. Now this would be a really cute little statement piece in your Christmas tree, or like on a coffee bar or something like that. That would be super adorable. Okay, so the way this works is it goes on something like this. Okay, so you get the idea what we're looking at here. Hello, Kim. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this painted. Now on this piece, you don't need to paint the whole thing because it's going to be covered up by this. Okay, so all we're really going to paint is this top part and these little bottom things sticking out down here. And then we need to paint that. We're going to paint those white. And we're going to paint the body of our sled white. Our words are going to be red. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Kim is joining us in the house. So I'm just reusing a paint palette, or a paint, one that I've already used, I should say. There's the first cough. I apologize in advance, guys. I'm going to try to do this. If it gets too bad, we're going to have to sign off and finish it another day. We're going to do our best. I think I can get through it. If you just give me a little grace, we should be okay. So I always go towards the edge, so you guys know that. That way I keep my lasered edge nice and clean. Tracy, you've been dealing 2 weeks now. Yeah, mine's going on a week and a half. So I've been on the antibiotic now since Tuesday because my vocal cord issue, they like to get me on an antibiotic right away. So, because if the other vocal cord goes, then I would have to have a tracheotomy. So that's not a good thing. And since the first one went with a virus, they don't want to take any chances. Okay, so we got the first coat of that on. Santa door hanger this weekend. I thought of you. Of course you thought of me in buffalo plaid. Hello, Miss Karen. Miss Karen came to my make and take. This was the little sled we made for the make and take. So Karen got to do it in person. So, so Karen, where did you end up hanging yours? Or haven't you yet? Are you waiting? And are you one of those that waits till after Thanksgiving to decorate for Christmas? I kind of do, but it's not really on purpose. It's just because I am busy until that weekend and when I have time. So it's not necessarily that I don't want to decorate yet, but just don't have the time to decorate yet. Bob is good. He just, I'm telling you, he can't win for losing. So he, well, let's see, back in August, let's go all the way back here. Back in August, we were supposed to go hiking. West Virginia, I think. Virginia, I don't remember where now. But we were supposed to go hiking, and he sprained his ankle the day we were leaving. So clearly, we couldn't go hiking in the mountains. So we didn't go. Then he injured his knee. Actually, at Apple Butter Festival, when we were there, he somehow tweaked it, and it flared up and really started bothering him. And then he, a week or so later, that's when he stepped wrong and tore his meniscus badly. In the doctor's words, shredded it. So then he had to have surgery. Okay, so then he comes out of surgery, and 2 or 3 days after surgery, he starts having a scratchy throat. And I'm like, yeah, it could just be some surgery from when they intubated you, and, no big deal. No, it progressed, and he had a sinus infection, thus where mine came from. And so then he was almost over his, and I was the one that was miserable. And then all of a sudden his ear started to really hurt. So bad so that he actually went to urgent care in the evening one night last week because his ear was killing him. So he went to urgent care, and they said that his ear was completely swollen shut, that it was so infected it was completely swollen shut, and they put a wick in it so they could get medicine into it right away. Okay, so that was really painful for 2 or 3 days. That's pretty much cleared up. And now he has a toothache. So we went to the dentist just now, matter of fact. They squeezed him in. And now they think it's back to the sinuses. They think it's not his tooth. They think his tooth is fine, which that's good news. But they think that it is the sinuses, that where the root goes right up into that sinus. And so they think that's what it is. So now they've got him on another antibiotic. It's like, oh my gosh. He's like, can I just wake up one day and not hurt? I'm like, wouldn't that be great? Keep telling him, honey, I think it's our age. The older we get, the more aches and pains we're going to have. Right? I know. Bob has been a mess. He has been a mess.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Oh, my watch didn't understand me telling him he was a mess. So yeah, he's been hurting. His knee's doing great. He overdid it a little bit. He helped me at the craft show Saturday, and I think he overdid it a little, but he's fine. I mean, it was sore that night, but it's back to being where it was. So I think he's doing fine with that. He goes back tomorrow to get the stitches out and for his 2-week checkup. So he's doing good. Excuse me for not crafting. He has had no luck. No luck at all. He has been miserable. Poor guy. So yeah, it's been interesting around here. Let's just put it that way. Excuse me. There's number 2. Talking about Bob crafting. Excuses for not crafting. Right? Yeah, no, I think this would be the last thing on earth he'd want to do right now. He's been in way too much pain. He's not going to find that funny at all. All right, I think we've got this pretty well. Got some brush strokes there, so let's do this again. I didn't like those brush strokes. Sorry, guys. I was hoping. I took some medicine at about 6, hoping that it would kick in. Let me get a drink. Thanks, Tracy. Same to you, girl, if you've not been feeling good. Oh my goodness. We're going to see how this goes. I missed y'all. I like going live with y'all. And I have my 2-tray kit ready for y'all. Oh no, Tracy, what's your surgery? If you want to share, I'm sorry. Now, before this gets all the way dry, I am going to take this little sharp pointer and I'm going to go down the lines on this so that you can see the shiplap lines better. Because it kind of got filled with paint. So we're going to just take something sharp. A skewer works. This works really well if you've got one of these or a skewer. I've used both. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I know how annoying that is. Okay, we're going to keep trying. Well, as you can hear, I'm coughing. I'm doing much better if I can just get the cough and the nose to quit. I do feel good. It's just the cough and the nose won't stop. Ooh. Ooh, Tracy, that's gotta hurt. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna set these aside, let these dry more. And we're gonna work on our red one, or our words. So we're gonna set that aside. And we may have to dry it some more in a little bit. Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't having a bloody nose again. Okay. TMI, right, guys? TMI. Sinus infection was no joke, man. Let me tell you, this was something. We had one already and hoping that this one helps. Oh gosh. So the words are just Merry Christmas. And I don't really care if they're upside down or not. We're just sticking them down on some tape. And we're going to use the red. Now this is a little bit deeper red. This is the Americana Deep Burgundy. I like this red a lot better. Than like a Christmas red. One, it matches this ribbon that we use so much better. My son-in-law had a Fusion, I believe. I think that's what he had, like about a year ago. It was right about Christmas last year. He's still in quite a bit of pain. Unfortunately, it didn't really work all that well. Okay, so that's dry. Let's bring this back. I don't think this is dry yet. Paint for dry. All dry, I think. Alright, so the way we put this together. You know what? I'm going to step out for 1 second and blow my nose. I'll be right back, guys. I don't want to be sniffling in front of you. So sorry. All right, so let's grab another cough drop real quick. First one in December of 2018. Oh no. I pray that it works for you, Tracy. Okay. So we're going to take our runners here. And we are going to line this up. Now, the way this kit was designed, let me hold this up. See where the lines are? They line up here with the bottom with the runners. So you know you've got it centered right if your lines line up. Now we do want to kind of cheat it down because we're going to put this piece right here, and then we're going to put a big bow right there. Okay? So we want to make sure we leave room for all of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the wood glue first. Let me get rid of this paint. Okay, and we're going to just kind of go in various spots. Now I am leaving room because we're going to put super glue in between. Okay. I like to use my finger and kind of smooth it out a little bit. Kind of control some of the ooze. Okay, gotta wipe my finger off. Okay, now we're going to go back with the super glue, and in between, you're not going to want to do this over the same spot, but you're going to want to put it in various spots. This will give you your more immediate hold, where the wood glue will give you your permanent hold. Okay, so we're going to just hold that down for a moment. Yep, I absolutely could do one with black letters and buffalo plaid. Absolutely could. Heck, you want to get crazy? Let's do it. We can paint this black real quick. I like the way you think, Karen. Let's do it. We'll glue that on here in a second. Okay. Very easy to go over this with black, so great idea, Karen. Now the kit is going to come with the red, and it's going to come with your ribbons that are the red. We still might use some red ribbon in this, but we will definitely add my buffalo plaid to it. Okay, there we go. And now it's back. Close that. We'll dry this real quick. We don't have very many on tonight. There's only, what, 6 on tonight? So, yeah, you got lots of chances if you're on to get Happy Mail entries. Okay, so let's go back to doing, let's put our top part of our sled on. Now, I'm going to do it on the runners, on this part, so that I don't... Okay. If I line that up correctly, we should be able to stick it on there. Okay. Now let's just let that all sit for a few minutes. Let that glue do its thing. Our words are dry. Let's get that going. So I like to just center this up. And then if you've got one of these little pickers, no, definitely don't spread the super glue with your fingers. You will have that on your hands for quite some time. You won't be able to get rid of that. This little picker works really great to peel off the sticky back. Let's see, I want it about right there. Okay. Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got some on my hands last Saturday at the Make and Take. Somebody had tried to glue a flower on that had fallen off, or a pine cone, I think. And I didn't realize they had done that, and I went to pick it up to help them with it, and I got super glue all over my hands, and it was days before it finally wore off. So that was a little annoying, but it's okay. Not the first, won't be the last time that I get super glue on me. So, okay. So our sled is complete. Now we're going to make our bow. Get my little dot where it goes. Too far. Oh, Bob's home here from the dentist. Okay. There's our dot. Not sure if we're stuck yet, so we're not going to go too far crazy with it. That's what we have so far. Okay. So now we are going to work on our bow. And in your kit, you're going to get the 2 ribbons. You're going to get these 2. Now we're going to change it up a little. You're going to get these 2 ribbons in your kit. We are going to use the red, but I'm also going to use my buffalo plaid. That was a great suggestion by Miss Karen. We're going to use some raffia. Thanks, Karen. All right, so I'm debating. And I think we're just going to use twine. Okay. So we're going to pull out a few pieces of raffia here. Knock on wood, my cough has settled down, so let's just hope it stays that way. Okay, so we're going to match up our ends. You guys have seen me do this 100 times. Okay. All right, we're going to make our loop, and we're just going to go back and forth, using up our raffia. And if we have any crazy ends sticking out, we'll trim those off when we're done. Give it a little twist to help it stay put. Okay. Now, just trim off some of these crazies that are going every which way. Okay, so we have our little raffia bow. Right? Yep, I did. See, did you hear me? Just coughed. Okay, so now we are going to make a bow with this. I'm just going to cut off a hunk. I like this ribbon because to me it looks kind of vintagey. It's a darker red, it's a deeper red. I just think it's pretty. And you guys know that my buffalo plaid never leaves my craft table. It's always here. We're going to go ahead and dovetail it. So I'm folding it in half, cutting from the outside bottom edge up to the center fold, and we have a nice little dovetail. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So we've got a nice little dovetail. Okay. Now you're going to fold it in thirds. Okay. Smush it down. And do the same thing with this one. This one might be a little long. I might have to trim this one a little. This is a little too long. That's better. Okay. So we have our little sandwich here of ribbon. We're going to lay our raffia right across the top. We're going to flip it over and we're going to start to tie. Before we pull it tight, we're going to gather it with our fingers. Just going to kind of pinch it together. Pull it tight. Check your raffia, make sure it's still in the center of your bow, and then double tie it. Yes, I think the red ribbon will be pretty too with this. Okay, and there's our sweet little bow. Okay, now you're going to get 3 pieces of this floral. This is a pine that I get at Hobby Lobby. And you're going to get a piece of wire. Okay, so first you're going to start by overlapping these. And you're going to twist them together. I like to go in between a couple of the pieces. That way we make sure it's really secure. Okay, so now we have that, but now we're going to put this third piece and we're going to let it come down in the front. Okay, so we're taking this third piece and we're going to lay it right there. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of go in and out. around the pieces. Just make sure everything's nice and tight. And I've got a little knob here from the floral that I'm going to cut off. Okay, so now you got your little floral. It is always you, bow maker, you. Oh, you're funny, Kim. Okay, I gotta get this fixed. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna lay this over the top. Whoops, we just knocked off a piece. Where'd that come from? I don't know where that came from. Huh. Well, I don't know where it... Oh, there it did. There we go. Okay. We're going to lay this down. And I'm going to take my twine from my raffia and go right through the middle of this. And tie it on. And we're going to tie it real tight. Okay. And once we get that tied, you can go ahead and trim off your excess. We don't need that. And then we have our little floral that's going to go at the top. First thing we got to do before we do that is we need to put our hanger on. So you're going to get a thicker piece of twine. You're going to take it, fold it in half, poke it through the hole. I still got paint in there, but that's okay. All right. And then you're going to just pull it tight. Okay, so you got that. Now you're just going to tie a knot up here at the top. This way it's going to lay flat against your door or wherever you hang it, if you hang it. And it won't even be visible if you don't want to hang it. This can be folded down behind it and you will never even see it if you want to just set it somewhere. Okay, now last thing to do is to staple our bow across the top. And we're just going to go in that back loop of the bow, down into the wood, and give it a staple. And there you have it. There is our Christmas sled kit. Everything you see here, minus the buffalo plaid, you're going to get this green instead, comes in this kit. All the paint, the paint brushes, everything you need. All the floral, the wire, the twine, the raffia, everything comes in the kit. When you staple that, what is the inch of the staple? I think these are 3/8. No, they're a quarter. They're a 1/4 inch, which this wood is a 1/4 inch. So by the time it gets a hold of anything, it's perfect. It fits perfectly. And let me tell you, not all staple guns are the same. This little guy is amazing. I've loved it, but we were at a craft show and one of my bows fell off of something. And so we had some time to kill after we set up before the show opened. So I said, well, let's just run to Harbor Freight and let's grab a staple gun. So I got a staple gun and I pretty much couldn't even use it. It was so hard to squeeze. First of all, it's too big for my hand. I can't get my hand around it to squeeze. Secondly, even when I got both hands on it, the squeeze on it is so firm. I had a heck of a time. I had to use both hands and practically stand on it to get it to work. So I told Bob, that's yours now. I'll keep my handy dandy little one. I love this one. So, but anyway, so this kit, $39 shipped to your house. It's exactly like our subscription kits. So if you wanted to kind of test it out to see if you like our subscription box or not, that's why I did this one-off box. Now think about this. If you got a couple of these and you had some girlfriends over and you guys had your own little craft night, how awesome would that be? So anyways, that is all I've got for you tonight. And I'm going to get off before I start. Yes, I believe that you can get this on Amazon. Yeah, Mom just shared the kit. I do believe you can get these on Amazon. I got mine at Home Depot. So I know that they're at Home Depot. It is an arrow. Let me hold it up so you guys can see it. The brand is Arrow. And it is a true tack. I can't read that, what it says underneath that. Arrowfastener.com. Okay, trying to do it without a glare. That's what it is. And again, don't be fooled thinking that this end is where the staples come out. They come out here. When I first got it, I was doing it this way. I couldn't figure out why all the staples were flying out the back end. Well, oops. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I apologize for coughing in your ear all night. I tried to contain it a little bit. So hopefully next time I go live, it won't be so bad. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening and I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.